The Cold War, baby. What was it? Well, imagine you're at this huge party, right? All the important people are there. The US, the Soviet Union, their allies, everyone. And they're all talking about how they want peace and stability in the world. Sounds nice, right? Yeah. But then you notice something weird. The US and the Soviets aren't talking to each other. They're glaring at each other from across the room. Their body language is terrible. They're both trying to get all the other nations to join their respective teams. And they're both just waiting for an excuse to start a fight. Oh, and they've both got really big fists. So when someone throws a punch, things could get real ugly real fast. Okay, class, we're going to talk about World War II today. If you've seen my videos before, you know that I like to keep things simple around here. So let's get into it. First, let's meet our two main characters. We have the United States of America and the Soviet Union. Now, during World War II, these guys were allies. They fought together against the Axis powers, and they both emerged from the war as superpowers with a lot of influence over other countries. But now that the fighting was over, our buddies, the US and Soviet Union, started to notice that, well, they actually don't like each other very much. You see, the US was capitalist and democratic, while the Soviet Union was communist and authoritarian. And those are two systems that are basically incompatible with one another. Also, the Soviet Union had expanded its territory a lot during the war. It now controlled a lot of Eastern European countries, which put it right on America's doorstep. Americans started to worry that the Soviets would try to spread their influence westward. And the Soviets started to worry that the Americans would try to do the same in the East. Then there was Germany, which was divided into 4 occupation zones controlled by the US, the UK, France, and the Soviet Union. The US and the Soviets couldn't agree on how to run the place, so they split it up. Berlin, which was deep inside the Soviet zone of occupation, was also divided into 4 sections. Again, the US and the Soviets couldn't agree on who should control it, so they split that up too. Pretty soon, everything was split into East and West. The US set up West Germany as a strong capitalist democracy, while the Soviets set up East Germany as a communist dictatorship. Then they did the same thing with Italy, Korea, and so on. Soon, you had the Western Bloc led by the US and the Eastern Bloc led by the Soviets. Each side wanted the other side gone, so they spent billions of dollars and nearly a half-century trying to get rid of each other. They tried everything short of direct war. They formed alliances, they built weapons, they spied on each other, they recruited informants, they launched propaganda campaigns, and they even attempted a few coups d'etat. There were also proxy wars where they fought each other indirectly through smaller conflicts in places like Korea, Vietnam, Afghanistan, and Angola. But they never fought directly. Not one shot was fired between the two superpowers during the Cold War. It ended in 1991 when the Soviet Union collapsed and its territories became independent nations. There's a lot more to the Cold War than I can fit in a small video like this. There are entire documentaries devoted to it. But hopefully this gives you a basic understanding of what it was all about. It was a struggle between two superpowers who never got along but never went to war with each other, each. Instead, they fought indirectly through proxy conflicts and by trying to spread their influence around the world. It was a weird kind of warfare, but it was warfare nonetheless, and it had a big impact on the world. If you want to learn more about the Cold War, check out the additional resources. And if you want to help keep this channel going, consider supporting us. We've got some pretty cool perks, including early access to videos, exclusive videos, and your name in the credits. Class dismissed.